Hi, this is Catherine Rosedine with Board Game Geek at SPIEL 2016. I'm sitting here with Adam Izdebski from Tailor Games, and he's here to talk about Commissioner Victor, the Lost Painting Case.
Yes.
So please tell me about this game.
Okay, Commissioner Victor, we will have a case to bring to the to an end, I think, and this is the right word. The painting was stolen and we need to find the perpetrator, yes? So, what we have is description tiles. Each of them has 3 distinct features on them. The hairdo, eyes, and facial hair.
Very nice.
As you can see. So, how this game plays? At the beginning of the game, each player gets 3 tiles. For the first game, it's good to take one of them, put them like this. This will be our final suspect, the one we want in the jail, yeah? So each turn, player can do 3 things. One of them, the most basic one, is placing a tile. Players place tiles in 5x5 grid. They cannot exceed this square, yes? So players can place it like this, for example.
And they always have to be touching each other.
Yes, they have to be in one cluster. But the player cannot place additional tile here. So that's the first thing the player can do. The second thing, of course, players can do all these things in one turn. They can change the place of any tile. But there are rules. For example, this tile cannot be moved because it is surrounded from 4 sides. Also, players cannot move the tiles so they break the scheme. So, for example, this is illegal move because no tile connects.
And this one is also an illegal move.
Yes, yes, of course. Also, each player has an innocence counter. Player takes their counter at the beginning of their turn, so they do not obstruct their move, because this counter works like this. For example, I leave it here, and players cannot move tile with innocence counter on them. So you block other players' move. You want this in this place, and it stays there until your next turn. But what is the goal of the game? You put these tiles, and when they form a full square, then you will check each row. Maybe we can do this. I don't know if something will come out of this, but...
So we look into each row, you were saying?
Yes, each row and each column for matching features with your suspect. And then players get 3 points if 1 point if the one feature matches on 3 suspects. 3 points if it matches on 4, and 5 points if it matches on all 5 suspects. Of course, each feature is resolved separately. So, for example, it cannot happen because all tiles are different. But if facial hair match and eyes match, then you get 2 points. For example, if 3 suspects match this profile. And players play till they form a full square.
And once the full square is done, the game ends immediately.
Yes,
and
immediately.
then you see how many points each
Of course,
gets.
yeah. And then you count points, and that's how the game ends. But it is not the only game in the box, because on these tiles you also have the second game. It is 2-player variant of it's completely different game. It's called Identity, in which players take at the first turn they get 5 tiles. Then they take one of them and put it face down. Of course, and in the full game, players are not bound to one suspect.
They can swap it out later in the game if they find something better.
Yes, of course. And they take this. And the other players always has 4 suspect cards on their hand. So they place one of them, and then you check how many features match with your suspect, with your informator, yes? None. So you just leave it here. But if something matches, you put identity counters equal to the number of features that match. The goal of the game is to ultimately uncover the informator of the other player. So it's quite similar to
instead of being a game where you're trying to score the most points, it turns into a deduction game in some ways.
Yes, it's quite similar to Mastermind, the classic game.
So 2 games in one box.
Yes, of course. And one is, I must say that this 2-player variant is really nice. We like to play it, like in our spare time.
And how long does the game typically take to play?
Like 20 minutes.
It's a nice short game.
Yes, yes. All these games could be quite short.
So 2 to 4 players.
Yes.
Quick and easy, and that is Commissioner Victor the Lost Painting Case from Tailor Games.